Good evening, everyone. We are now live in Mechanical Design and Fabrication Facebook page for Learning Fusion 360. So, inviting everyone to like and follow our Facebook page, Mechanical Design and Fabrication. So, I'll be sharing the link in the comment section. Okay, and I'd like to acknowledge, Mechanical Design and Fabrication, BISCAS for organizing this training, ASM Engineering and Drummark. And of course, we'd like to say hi to FabLab Mindanao and FabLab Bohol, to Sir Archie and to Sir Jerome. Hello, good evening. Okay, so don't forget to register. Registration link will be posted in the comment section. So, okay, adding Kenneth Bonite from PSME Bisca Student Unit. Hi,
Uh,
Kenneth.
Hello, Ma'am Nelsie. So, good evening to everyone. So, I am John Kenneth A. Bunite, the current Vice President for External Affairs of the PSME Biscast SU. First of all, I'd like to welcome everyone for today's learning event, the CAD Learning Fusion 360. If you have any questions, you may comment down below, and also links that are posted already. So invite those friends and other colleagues that you know that registered to today on today's CAD learning event. And also, I would like to take this opportunity to tell everyone my experience with Learning Fusion 360. Uh, I've learned about this CAD way back 2018. So we were taught about this CAD, and then at first naging naging learning namin about the Fusion 360 is only about the basic functions, and then how to interface the application, making the 2D and up to 3D and then the animations. So that's just a preview kung ano yung how amazing yung matututunan nyo for today's event for tonight. And so far, hindi ko na kayo bibitinin. I would like to pass on the mic again to Miss Nelsie so that we can proceed for tonight's event. Thank you.
Okay, to give his opening remarks, he is the current chairman of PSME Mechanical Design and Fabrication Technical Division and the president of PSME Singapore chapter. I'll be adding Engineer Adrian Makasakwit. Good evening. Sir, you're muted po.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. No? So, nasan man tayo sa buong mundo. So, uh, I would like to welcome all of you. No? So, students, mechanical engineering students, fellow learners, and of course, yung ating ME practitioners. No? So, welcome sa event natin ito. So, my name again is Adrian Makasakit II. So, a mechanical engineer and chairman ng mechanical design and fabrication. So I'm happy to na may bigay natin tong event na to. So it's actually a first part of our 3 series CAD learning. No? So our first part is the Fusion 360 CAD learning experience. No? And this is a part of the advocacy ng Mechanical Design and Fabrication Technical Division, that is to improve or increase yung competency ng bawat mechanical engineers, of course, pati mga students. No? And not only that, another advocacy is to promote yung CAD. No? So, we want everyone to increase yung yung nalalaman sa pag-operate ng CAD. Because this is very important if we want to enter the mechanical design and fabrication industry. Now, this is one of the core skills and knowledge na kailangan ng isang practitioner. No? So again, without further ado, I would like to uh, say enjoy the learning, and I'm very sure marami kayong mapupulot dito, and after ng training or workshop, try nyo agad i-apply, no? So it is very important that you learn and apply those learning, so yung mga knowledge ninyo. Kasi that is a way, no, to retain yung knowledge na yan. So again, thank you very much sa JPSME, to PSME National, uh, and of course, Mechanical Design and Fabrication Technical Division for supporting this event. Again, thank you, and let's go.
Thank you, Engineer Adrian. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen. So by the way, I am Nelsie Marceliana. I am an Autodesk certified instructor and a Fusion 360 certified user. And I'll be your instructor this evening. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so last night we do a live streamed training, live streamed the video, no, on how to download and install Fusion 360. So sa mga hindi pa nakaka-install, um, our team will post the link in the comment section so you can download and install now. And sa mga wala naman or hindi kinaya ng inyong mga devices, you can still watch, and you will receive nga lang the certificate of event participation. So take note, in this training, you'll be receiving two certificates. So isa is yung event participation and yung isa is course completion. So makukuha nyo lang po ang course completion if makakapagpasa po kayo ng output. Okay? Okay. So let me paste the link on how to download Fusion 360. And yeah, if you have Fusion 360, launch your Fusion 360 and let's get started. Okay. Okay. So can you type in the comment section if you're a first timer in using this software? So if you are a first timer, you can type in the chat box first timer, or kung hindi naman, just type in user. Okay? So while we are waiting for others, so type it in the comment section. And don't worry, this training is recorded, so you can always go back to our Facebook pages and watch the session. Ayan, first timer. Okay. Okay, so in this session, we're going to learn how Autodesk Fusion 360 can help you bring your designs uh, to life. Okay, so Fusion 360 is a cloud-based CAD/CAM CAE tool for collaborative product development. So Fusion 360 combines fast and easy organic modeling and solid modeling to help you create manufacturable designs. So let me play a short video. Okay, what is a Fusion 360? Okay. Okay, so Fusion 360 can be installed in the Mac and Windows, no? So pwede rin siya, it's also available in mobile, but in mobile kasi you can view lang. So it's only for viewing. So right now I have my Fusion 360 on my phone where I can view all your data, okay? So I'll be using a Windows. So, kung meron mang naka-Mac, so command lang naman yung ating pinagkaiba, no? Okay. Okay, so let's now explore the Fusion 360 interface. Okay. Okay. Here we have our data panel. So this one, show data panel. So in data panel, here we can access our teams, projects, designs, um, design data, no, and collaborate with others. So dito yan nangyayari sa ating data panel. So if you are a first timer, so possible ang meron lang sa'yo is may recent data and demo project. Okay? So next, we have our application bar. So eto po siya. So in application bar, we have our data panel. So let's now hide our data panel. This is our file menu. So here we can create, open, upload, save, export, recover, 3D print, and share designs. Okay? Next, we have here save. Okay? Save an untitled design or save changes to a design. Okay? Next, we have the undo and redo. Okay, so here we have our open design tabs. Ayan, yung ating untitled. So here we have new design, the plus sign button, where we can create a new design. So once I clicked it, so meron na akong untitled one ulit. Okay? So we also have our notification center. If there's an update, we have here our extensions. Okay, so extensions allow you to unlock advanced design and manufacturing technologies in Fusion 360. Okay. Next, we have our job status here. So right now, I am working online. Okay. So here, you can view the job status, Fusion 360 update status, and offline and online status. Okay, so if medyo mahina ang inyong internet connection, nag-automatic siya na nag-work offline. So the downside of working offline is you can't save your device. And if you are working in a team, no, hindi siya updated. So mamaya na-edit na pala ng ka-team mo dahil naka-offline ka, is hindi mo siya nakita, no? So, we recommend working online. Okay? Next. Next, we have our toolbar. Ito yung ating toolbar. So, in the toolbar, here we can select the workspace you want to work in, no? So, in Fusion 360, we have the design, generative design, render, animation, simulation, manufacture, and drawing. So, the tools on the toolbar differ in each workspace, no? So, by default, ang workspace ni Fusion ay naka-design. So once you launch Fusion, automatic siya nasa design workspace. Okay? So here, ito ang ating browser. So sa browser, it lists objects in your assembly, components, body. So if you have a file, dito nyo yan makikita kay browser. So let me open a file. So for example, this one. Okay. So here in our browser, I can see my sketches. I have two sketches, my body. Yan. Diyan nyo yan makikita kay a browser. And also, ito, yung ating gitna, yan yung canvas. No? So next, we have our view cube. So our view cube, orbit your design or view it from different positions. So we have our top, our front, our right, and our back. And if naliligaw na kayo, you can always click on home. Ayan. Okay. Next, here, we have our navigation bar. So it contains commands used to zoom, pan, and orbit your design. So first, we have orbit. We have the pan, the zoom, and the fit. Okay? So please do check, please do click on each tools. Okay? So for zooming in and zooming out, you can use your scroll wheel. For orbit, press the shift and the middle mouse button, the shortcut key for orbit. Okay? So next here, is our timeline. Ito sa pinakababa. So sa timeline, it's lists operations performed in your design. So you can right click operations in the timeline if you want to make changes. So dito sa timeline, lahat ng pagkakamali mo, pwede mong balikan. Okay? So for example, ito, i-edit mo or babaguhin mo yung kanyang dimension, pwede mo siyang baguhin. Yan, sorry. So for example, 100. So once na nag-finish sketch ka, nabago na siya sa timeline. And once you play it, makikita mo kung paano mo ginawa ang iyong model. So etong model ko ay sheet metal po yan. Okay? Yeah. If you have questions, post nyo lang sa comment section. Okay, next. Okay. In Fusion 360, you can customize your experience, no? So, we use customization to increase speed and efficiency as you design. Okay? So, if you want to modify your toolbar, for example, you want to pin the revolve, so you can do that. Okay? So, click under Create, select the tool, select this ellipsis. So here, you have an option if you want to check or tick pin to toolbar, pin to shortcuts. Okay? So, pag tinik ko tong pin to toolbar, ayan na siya, nag-add na siya dyan. Kita nyo? So, you can try guys, please try. Ayan, pin to toolbar. So, pag inantik ko, nawala na siya doon. Okay? And pwede rin kayo mag-assign ng keyboard shortcut. Okay, so for example, sa Loft, wala siyang keyboard shortcut. So, change keyboard. So, none. So, if you want to, for example, type in L for Loft, you can do that. Okay? Next. So, same in the normal Control S, Control C, Control V. Okay, so if you want to undo, the shortcut key is Control plus Z. So, pag Mac ka, Command plus Z. Okay, so save, copy, paste. So same lang siya, Control S, Control C, V, X. Okay? Okay, next. Okay, so now let's create our first project. Okay, so lahat naman po is nag-i-start no sa sketching. Okay, so let me close this flange. So if you're going to close, click nyo lang tong X. Yan, and if you want to save changes, so I'm going to click don't save. Okay? So let me grab our reference image. Okay. So we'll be sharing the reference image later. Yan, sa mga nag-register, so please do register para ma-receive nyo itong ating reference image. So ito rin po ay gagawin nyo so you can follow along, or kung medyo mahina, you can do it later. Kung gusto nyong maka-receive ng certificate of course completion, you need to pass this output, okay? So here our first exercise. Okay. Okay. So let's head over to create and select create sketch. So here's our paper. Okay. So pag tinik nyo to si origin, ayan siya. So we have our okay. Hold on. Wait, let me relaunch. We have our three papers. So here's our YZ, our XY, and our XZ. Okay, so ito, yung green, yan ang ating mga axis. So Y, Z, and X, no? So kung ano yung nagla-light dito, magla-light din siya dito sa middle. Okay? Okay. So first, we need to create a plane. So left click, right click, and select create sketch. So right now we are on our front view. Okay, so I'd like to start by creating circles. So I can head over to create and select a circle. So we have center diameter circle. So if meron siyang ganyang letter, ibig sabihin that's the shortcut key. So letter C is the shortcut key for center diameter circle. So we also have 2 point, 3 point, 2 tangent, and 3 tangent circle. So let's click a center diameter circle. So place center point. So place. Then, if ganyan, we are prompted to input a value. So, right now, hindi muna ako mag-i-input ng value. So, left-click ko lang. Okay? So, nandyan pa rin yung command. So, gawa ulit ako ng isa pang circle. So, yan. Left-click. Okay? So, if you want to end the command, press escape. Okay? So, next, I want to make this circle equal, no? Pantay sila ng value. So, to do that, let's use constraints. So, let's head over under constraints and select equal. Select ko tong circle na to and this circle. So, kung ano yung naunang maselect nyo, yun yung ifa-follow niya kung wala siyang dimension. no? Pero kung may dineclare ka na value, kahit alin na yung iuuna mo. So, eto, gusto ko, ito yung i-follow niya. So, select ko to, then ito. Okay? So, now, let's create line. So, L is the shortcut key for line, or you can head over to create and select line. So, gawa lang tayo ng line dito. Left click and left click. Okay, so to end, let's hit escape. Okay, so if you want to make a series of line, you can press L there. Okay. And if you want a single line, you can always press escape. So to delete, you can use window selection and press the delete key on your keyboard. Okay. So next, ito ay gusto ko naka-ano siya, naka-horizontal. Kasi medyo nakaslant siya. So, saselect ko lang to, head over to constraints, and select horizontal vertical. Okay? So, naayos na siya. So, next, add ulit ako ng lines. Press L on your keyboard, placing it here, left click, and left click. Let's hit escape. Press L once more, selecting, placing the first point here and here. So notice, meron siyang symbol, no? So that's the tangent constraints. So if you want to have a smooth connection between your circle and your line, you will use tangent. So left click ko na siya para mag-apply na siya. So ayan, nag-apply na siya. So eto sa ating sa kabila, let me hit escape. Ito ay walang tangent, no? Pansinin niyo yung pinagkaiba ng may tangent sa wala. Okay? Okay, so head over to constraints and select a tangent. Selecting the circle and this line. This line and this circle. Okay? So, if hindi siya nagdikit, you can use coincident. Selecting the coincident constraint, selecting this circle and the point. Ayan. Okay, let's hit escape. So, here, ayan na siya. Okay, so napakahalaga na nag-start tayo or yung ating mga models ay nasa origin. Okay, para hindi siya gumagalaw. So, right now kasi wala tayo sa origin, kaya namumove natin siya. So, ang indications, indicator niya kung hindi siya fully constrained ay ang lines niya ay in the shade of blue kay Fusion. If may kulang kang dimensions or may missing na constraints, color blue siya. So, pag fully constrained na siya, color black naman siya. Okay? So, let's head over to constraints. Select natin yung midpoint, itong triangle, left click, select this line and our origin. Okay? So, pansin nyo, nag-black ito. Okay? So, now, let's add dimensions. So, letter D is the shortcut key for dimension, or you can head over to create. Andyan po si sketch dimension. Under create, nandyan po si sketch dimension. So, let's select sketch dimension. Let's select this line, left click. So, notice na naka-degree siya. Okay, so hindi tayo degree. So, let me hit escape. Let's delete this one. So, ito. So, please be mindful of your constraints. So, this one is naka-parallel siya. No? So, delete natin tong parallel na constraints. Okay. So if you want to delete your constraints, you can always press the delete key on your keyboard. So now we can apply tangent, selecting this line and this circle. Same with this circle and this line. Okay. So let us grab our sketch dimension, selecting this line and this line, left click, and key in 50. Okay. So ngayon, nag-block na siya, no? Fully constrained na siya. So select natin tong line na to, left click, let's key in 100. Yan. So sa ating sketch, meron siyang circles. Okay? Okay. Meron tong circle. So, add na natin yung ating circles. Okay. So, ngayon, naka-sketch dimension pa tayo. Pwede na tayong magdiretsong press ng C. Ayan. So, nag-change na siya ng circle. So, place the center point here. Left click. Let's key in 20. Okay. And press C once more. Isa pa ulit na circle. Okay. So head over to constraints and select equal. Selecting this circle and this circle. Okay. So our next intent is to share the center point of this circle and this circle. No? So to do that, let's use concentric. Selecting this circle and this circle para mapunta siya doon. Okay? So, pwede naman na diretso na kayong mag-drop ng circle dito. Pwede rin yon. So, select this and this circle. Okay? So, sa model natin, hindi na natin nag-trim siya, no? Hindi na natin kailangan yung this one. Okay? So, para mag-trim, the shortcut key is T. O kaya naman, under modify, ito siya, yung scissor. Left click, click nyo lang to. So, kung ano yung naka-red highlight, yun yung ititrim niya. Yan. So, meron siyang warning na constraints and or dimensions were removed during operation. So, this one and this one. Okay? Let's hit escape. So, this line serves as a helper. So, ginamit lang natin siya para magitna natin. So, ito ay pwede nating gawing construction line. So, you can do that by pressing X or right-click, select horizontal, normal/construction line. So, dahil naka-normal line siya, iti-turn niya yan sa construction. Okay? Next. Ang kulang na lang natin dito ay itong line na to. Okay? So, create tayo ng 3 lines. So, bakit 3? Kasi yung isang line mag-serve ulit as helper. So, press L on your keyboard, placing the first point here, left click and left click. Yan, gawa tayo ng line. Yan. Let's hit escape. So, medyo slant. Gawin natin siyang vertical. Okay, selecting this then. Okay? Let's hit escape. Okay, so gawin natin siyang symmetric. Head over to constraints and select a symmetry. Selecting this line, and this line. Okay? So, ang distance niya is at 20. So, press D. Select lang ulit itong line na to and this line. And key in 20. Okay? Let's hit escape. Okay, so hindi pa siya fully constrained kasi nagagalaw pa siya and it's in the shade of blue. So select this line, select midpoint, and select our origin. Okay? So napunta na siya sa gitna. Let's hit escape. Etong line na to, turn ulit natin into a construction entity. Press X on your keyboard. Okay? So, pag naganyan na ang inyong sketch, it means that it is fully defined. So, lahat na ng value na hiningi ng ating drawing is nalagay na natin. The 100, the 20, 20, and 50. So, ngayon, pwede na natin itong gawing 3D or solid. No? So, para gawin yan, okay, let's now click Finish Sketch. Let's click our home view. Balik tayo kay view cube. Ayan. Press E, the shortcut key for extrude, or eto siya, sa pinakauna. Okay? Extrude. So, selecting this profile, and this profile. Okay? So, ayan, pwede nyong i-drag yung arrow. So, I'd like to input 20. Okay? Let's input -20. Ayan. So, here's our extrude. So, direction, you can do one side, two sides, or symmetric. So, mamaya is tatakal natin kung paano siya gamitin isa-isa, no? And operation niya, new body, no? So, mag-new component lang kayo if you are using or doing an assembly. So, leave lang all by defaults and click OK. Okay? So, now may 3D na tayo. So, yung nasa gitna natin na line, pwede natin yon i-cut. So, we can reuse our sketch. So, go back to our browser here. Look for the sketches folder, arrow down, turn on the visibility of sketch 1. Okay, if you want to turn on the visibility of anything in our browser, you can just click the I button. Ayan, no? So, nawawala and bumabalik siya. Okay, so press E once more. Select natin ito. Okay, so pansinin nyo dito, pag finorward ko to, nag-automatic operation siya ng join. Pero, pag binackward natin, nag-cut siya. Okay? So, since magka-cut tayo, i-back natin or mag-negative yung distance natin. So, let's say -5. Okay. So, notice the preview and click OK. Okay? So, ayan na. Ito na yung ating first model. So, don't forget to turn off the visibility of your sketches. Okay? And syempre, yung ating origin. Okay. So, question. Can we redefine the sketch plane? Pwede ba natin i-redefine? Okay. So, pwede. Pwede natin i-redefine yon. So, balik kayo kay timeline. Let me turn off the yung ating banner. Saglit. Okay. Balik kayo dito kay timeline. Select nyo tong sketch, left-click, right-click, and select Redefine Sketch Plane. So, meron siyang pop-up. So, for example, we want to redefine it in XZ plane, left-click, and click OK. Okay. So, now, nasa XZ na siya. Okay? Questions? Okay. Ayan, if you have questions, post it lang ha sa comment section. Okay. So next, let me grab. Ayan. So right now no, nagwo-work ako online. So let's say bumitaw yung internet connection ko. Mawawala ba yung data ko? So hindi. Hindi siya mawawala. So once na nag-relaunch yung inyong Fusion 360, meron siyang recovery file, no? So pwede nyo siyang i-open or kung hindi nyo siya ma-open, mawawala na siya. Okay. And ang kagandahan kay Fusion 360, ang inyo pong file ay cloud-based, guys. No, so you can access your files, you can access Fusion 360 24/7 on any device as long as you have the internet connection. Okay? So let me save this. File, save. Okay. So, marami kasi akong folder dito. So, siguro lalagay ko na lang siya or magke-create na lang ako ng new project ko. Sorry. Ayan. So, ang project name ko ay Learning Fusion 360. So, mag-create din kayo ng project nyo ha sa mga nag-follow along, no? Para yun na yung isa-submit nyo for certificate of course completion. Okay, so don't worry, bibigyan naman kayo namin ng few days to complete the output, no? Ayan. So save ko lang siya. So palitan ko lang yung name. Let's say project 1. Ayan. So save ko lang siya doon. Ayan. So andito na siya. Okay? Next. What's our next? Okay. Next exercise. So, here's our second exercise. So, kung mapapansin nyo, naka-inches siya, no? Kasi mabababa yung value niya. So, naka-inches siya. So, in Fusion, you can always define din yung units of measurement nyo. Kasi by default, siya po ay millimeter. So, kanina, tayo ay naka-millimeter. Okay? So, start natin tong exercise number 2. So, you can click this plus sign button for new design. Pero since meron akong naka-open na design tab, so doon na lang ako mag-create. Ay, ito pala yung ayaw na ma-open. Sige, let me create new design. Okay. So sa browser, under document settings, here we can change our units. So as I mentioned, the default units for Fusion is millimeter. So you can click this note, change active units. So unit type, we have centimeter, millimeter, meter, inch, and foot. So for this exercise, we're going to use inch. So, inch. And if lagi kang gagamit ng inch, ng foot, or ng centimeter, you can click or tick this box to set as default. Okay, so since hindi ko naman siya gagamitan lagi, so kiklik ko lang siya okay. May warning ako. Okay. So, punta tayo sa file. Let's select new design. Sorry. Create sketch. Dito naman tayo sa ating front. So, i-start ko siya ng gagawa lang ako ng outline. Kukunin ko lang yung front view niya. Okay? So, ito yung ating drawing. So, don't worry sa mga nag-register ay magkakaroon naman kayo ng copy nito. No? So, ang gagawin ko dito, kukunin ko yung front niya. Okay? And of course, kung meron kayong way of doing it, you can do it. Okay, so press L, the shortcut key for line. So place ko na yung first point ko here, left click. So ipo-point or ipe-place ko na rin siya sa origin. Left click. Yan, left click. Gawa lang ako ng line. Yan. So kung gusto ko ma-follow niya to, so hover ko lang siya dyan. So pansin nyo, may dash line, sorry. Left click and close. Okay? So, ganun lang siya kabilis. And sketch dimension, selecting this line and this line. So, naka-degrees na naman siya kasi ito ay perpendicular. So, let's hit escape. Remove natin tong constraints na to. Right-click, delete. Or you can press the delete key on your keyboard. Ayan. So, dapat lahat ng lines natin ay naka-horizontal, vertical. So, head over to constraints, selecting horizontal, vertical, selecting this line, this line, this line. Ayan. So, etong line na to ay meron na. Ayan no, meron na siyang symbol. Okay. Let's now grab our sketch dimension, selecting this line and this line, left click, and key in 3.5. Okay. Next, this line and this line, key in 6.5. And itong line na to, 1.5. Okay? So, pansin nyo, nagtaas siya. So, let's hit escape. Baba lang natin to. Ayan. Tapos, so slant siya, no? Pansin nyo. So, grab natin yung ating horizontal, vertical constraint. Select natin tong line na to. Okay? So, last, press D for dimension, selecting this line, and key in 2. 2. And hit enter. Okay? Okay. This one, left click to be 0.5. Yan. So, our sketch is in the shade of black, which means it is fully constrained. No? So, let's now click Finish Sketch. Okay. Let's now head over to our home view. Press E, the shortcut key for extrude, or nandito siya sa solid tab. Click nyo lang tong extrude, left click. Ayan. So, since we only have one profile, so it's automatically selected na. Okay? So, for the direction, let's change it to symmetric. For the measurement, whole length. Okay? So, meron siyang half length and whole length. So, I'd like to change it to whole length and the thickness or the distance to be 4.3. 4.3. Okay? And click OK. Yan na siya. So, ang next natin ay ito. Okay? So, create natin siya. Okay. So, this one, ito na yung magiging drawing paper natin. Itong face na to. Okay, so dahil dito siya, left click, right click, and select create sketch. Okay? So press C, the shortcut key for center diameter circle. So kung gusto niyo siyang i-place na sa midpoint na tong line na to, pwede. So pansin niyo yan. So baba nyo lang siya, meron siyang dash line. So same sa origin, ipantay lang natin. Okay, place the center point, left click, and key in 1. Okay? Let's check. Okay, so let's use constraints. Selecting horizontal, vertical. So locating the midpoint of this line, hold shift. Yan, makikita nyo yung ating, ayan. Pag may triangle na siya, yan ay midpoint na. So left click and left click sa center point ng circle. Okay? So left click sa origin and left click sa center point ng circle. Okay? So nag-black na siya. Let's create lines ulit. Yung nasa gitna niya, press L for line. Let's create a line here. Left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, and left click. Okay, let's hit escape. So, apply ulit natin yung symmetric. Head over to constraints, selecting symmetry, selecting this line, and this line. Okay. So, press D for dimension. It's 0.30. Selecting this, and key in 0.30. Yan. So, let's hit escape. So, eto, gagamit ulit tayo ng midpoint, etong line na to. Head over to constraints, selecting midpoint, selecting this line, and this center point. Okay? So, notice na nag-block na siya. Okay, let's hit escape. So, etong line na to serves as a helper. So, you can right-click and select construction or press X on your keyboard. Okay? So, now, ready na tayong mag-extrude. So, click Finish Sketch. Head over to our home view. Press E. Selecting this one and this one to be, sige, select muna natin lahat. 0.30. Okay. So let's now reuse our sketch. Okay. Ayan. Long press, selecting, long press, selecting the profile. Press E. Let's cut. Ayan, para makat natin siya. Okay. Okay. So, dito sa cut, meron tayong extend type. So, meron tayong distance kung i-input nyo yung value to object and all. So, for example, to object, hanggang dito siya magka-cut. Okay. So, for example, dito, okay, for example, this one, to object natin is ito. So, nag-cut siya hanggang ilalim nun. Okay. So, explore nyo lang to, yung extend type, meron diyang to object all. So, depende sa paggagamitan nyo ng operation, no? Kung ano ba yung kailangan yung gawin sa kanya. Okay? So, ngayon, mag-a-add na tayo ng points. Okay? So, para magawa natin yung ating 3-point plane. Kasi magagawa tayo ng plane through 3 points. So, hindi natin magagawa yon kung wala tayong points dito. Okay? So, let's select this face, left click, right click, and select create a sketch. Okay? So, pag pinrest nyo yung S, yan po ay sketch shortcuts. So, lahat po ng hinahanap nyo nandyan. For example, maghahanap kayo ng line, type nyo lang, nawala. S, or line, type nyo lang LIN, so lalabas dyan. Okay? So, ngayon, ang hahanapin natin ay point, P-O-I-N-T. So, lumabas naman siya kaagad, left click. So, orbit ko lang to. Place ako dito ng point, left click, tapos another one here. Okay? So, home view, yan. So, may point na ako. So, 2 point na lang yung ginawa ko kasi ito na yung ikatlo kong point. Okay? So, let's now add dimension. Okay? Press D, the shortcut key for dimension, or here, sketch constraints. Sketch dimension, selecting this line and this point. This point and this line. Asan na? Ayun. Left click, key in 1.5. Okay? So, yung isa naman ay 2.5. So, selecting this and this, key in 2.15. Sorry. Ayan. So, let's now hit a finish sketch. So, sa sketch palette, pwede rin kayo dito mag-finish sketch. Okay? So, now, magko-construct na tayo ng plane. So, under construct, so, pag kinlik nyo tong construct, naka-default siya ng offset plane. So, since hindi naman offset yung kailangan natin, click natin tong drop down. So, hanapin natin yung plane through 3 points. Okay? So, select natin tong first point, itong second point, and itong third point. So, ganyan siya. Okay? Okay. So, tignan natin yung preview and click OK. Yan. So, now, i-cut na natin siya or i-split body na natin siya para mawala ito. So, press S for design shortcuts. Okay? So, design shortcuts siya, guys, pagka nasa solid modeling tayo. Pero, pag nasa sketch modeling tayo, sketch shortcuts yun. Okay? So, kung kanina nag-S kayo nung naggagawa tayo ng point or nung hinahanap nyo yung point, nakalagay dito ay sketch shortcuts. So, ngayon, dahil nasa solid tayo, design shortcuts yung lumabas. Okay? So, S, typing, S-P-L-I-T. Yan, split body. So, body to split, ito, yung splitting tool natin ay itong plane. Okay? Ganyan siya. And click OK. Yan. So, ngayon, balik tayo sa browser. Drop down tayo dito sa bodies. So, mapapansin nyo, meron na tayong body 1 and body 2. So, body 1 natin, yon yung nag-cut, and yung body 2 natin is yung ating main body. So, let's turn off the sketches. Ayan. Okay? So, let's turn off the visibility of body 1 and the construction. Okay? So, yan. So, pwede nyo na siyang i-save. So, by default, nasa siya, folder ko na 2020-20211. So, hahanapin ko yung kaninang project ko na ginawa, which is the Learning Fusion 360. Ito. So, dito ko siya isi-save sa folder na to. Then, lalagyan ko na lang siya or ipapangalanan ko siya ng project 2. Tapos, save. Okay? Yan. So, pagkapunta nyo sa data panel, so for sure, meron na kayong laman na, syempre, nandyan yung team na ginawa nyo, di ba? Yung unang-una, nung nag-login kayo, nag-create kayo ng account ng Fusion, meron siyang, or required siyang mag-create. Required kang mag-create ng team, no? Ng Fusion team. So, iyan yon. Okay? So, kung may question, post nyo lang sa ating comments section, no? Okay. So, ngayon, paano tayo mag-work on projects with people in a team? So, in Fusion 360, you can collaborate, no? So, yung Fusion team nyo, you can invite me para makita ko yung inyong project. Okay? So, for example, this one, or ang aking Learning Fusion 360 project, ayan. So, pwede ko kayong i-invite. For example, si Sir Adrian, pwede ko siyang i-invite sa project ko para ma-edit niya and makita niya to, no? So, punta lang kayo dito sa people. Ayan. So, meron ditong enter email address. So, kung ano yung email address ng ginamit ng ka-team nyo, yun ang dapat na i-input nyo sa inyong dito. Okay? So, for example, meron pa akong isang Fusion account. So, at Gmail. So, yan. Okay? So, pag kinlik ko yung invite, so automatic magsasend ng invitation si MechaniWeb dito kay Gmail. Okay? So, click nyo lang ang invite. Okay? So, if you are working on a team, very useful tong Fusion 360 collaboration, no? Okay. So, yun. So, how do you create a team? So, as I mentioned, nung first launching ng Fusion 360 nyo and nag-sign in kayo with your Autodesk credentials, you are prompted to create a team, no? So, you can only create a team if you do not currently own one. So, kanina, nung nag-launch ako, hindi na ako ni-require na gumawa ng team. So, kayo na lang na first time na nag-launch, nag-create ng account ang ni-require, no? Okay. So, how do you join a team? So, as I mentioned, kung hindi ka ang team administrator, you will receive an email inviting you to join. So, eto, magpapadala si Autodesk ng invitation dito sa email na to. Okay? Okay. So, kung ikaw naman yung administrator, gaya nitong ginawa ko, I can invite you to join my team. I-input ko lang tong email address. Okay? So, you can join a team by creating one, that's the first, or being invited. Okay? So, you may belong to multiple teams. Okay, so for example, yung sa akin kanina, ang dami ko ditong teams or projects na kasali ako. Okay? Okay. Next, so eto ngayon ay nasa design workspace tayo. So ngayon, silip naman tayo sa ating render workspace. So in render workspace, here we can generate realistic renderings of the design. So let's click render. Ayan, so nagbago rin yung toolbar natin and yung environment natin. So nagbabago siya guys depende sa workspace na pinipili nyo. For example, dadalin ko siya ng simulation. Okay? So ayan siya. So cancel ko na lang siya. So sa render, dito we can change our appearance. So dito kayo makakapag-apply ng mga materials sa inyong projects or models. So A is the shortcut key for appearance, no? So ayan. So apply to, pwede nyo siyang i-apply to bodies / components. So components yun ay if you are working in an assembly, no? And faces, kung ayan, yung mga faces natin. Okay? So, in this design, default niya ay steel satin. Yan po ay default. So, ngayon, kung papalitan nyo, marami tayong option for material. So, downloadable material. So, meron tayong fabric, may glass, leather cloth, liquid metal. Yan. So, explore nyo lang itong mga folders na ito. So, for example, I want to use wood. Yan. So, meron kang option na bamboo, cherry, no? Tapos, kung finish wood, meron kang mahogany, pine, semi-gloss, walnut. So, open nyo lang tong mga folder na to. Marami pong option dyan. So, kung paint naman, merong glossy, metal, metallic, powder coat, rough, and smooth, no? So, for glossy, ayan, marami siyang option. So, kung i-apply nyo siya, drag and drop lang. So, ayan. So, ngayon kasi naka-apply ko siya sa faces. So, per face siya mag-a-apply. So, for example, itong blue, apply ko siya dito. So, ayan na siya. So, aakyat din siya dito. Okay? Aakyat din siya dyan. Lahat ng design na ginamit, lahat ng materials na ginamit nyo is nandito siya. Okay? Yan. So, kung gusto nyo naman na isang color lang, pwede. So, punta lang din kayo kay bodies, apply to bodies. And then, for example, itong mahogany, select nyo lang to. So, ayan, warning, remove appearances applied to faces. So, for example, gusto nyo siyang i-remove, pwede. Kung gusto nyo siyang i-keep, pwede din. Okay, so for example, i-remove ko na lang, i-remove. Ayan. So, ayan na siya. Okay? Ayan. Ask ko lang po kung ilang members pwede sa isang team. Kaya siya until 500? Kasi yung mga folder nito, ito po, ganito, gagawa rin tayo nito. So, here kasi, for example, itong folder namin with University of Batangas. So, lahat yan nandyan. So, kami, ang laman nito ay 500 plus na students. Okay? Ayan. So, ngayon, kung gusto nyo maging mag-render, no? Meron tayong option ng in-canvas render, no? In-canvas render and eto ding render. Ayan, sorry. Pwede rin pala kayong mag-change ng environment, no? So, close na natin to. So, apply tayo ng scene settings. So, naka-default yung background natin ng solid color. Ayan, solid color po yan. So, color niya ito. So, pwede nyo siyang i-edit. For example, gusto nyo red, apply. So, mag-a-apply siya. Okay? So, cancel ko na lang. Okay. So, kung gusto niyo ng environment, pwede. So, background, environment. Ayan. So, kung gusto niyo siya naka-flatten sa ground, pwede rin. Tick nyo lang din to. Or kung may reflection. Ayan no, pansin nyo, may reflection. Pwede rin yon. Okay? So, punta na tayo dito sa environment library. So, meron dyang cool light, may grid light, may photo booth, rim highlights, sharp, yan. Field. So, pagka ganito, hindi ko pa siya nada-download, pero pwede. Pwede siyang i-download. Ayan. Download nyo lang siya. Ayan. So, crossroads. So, drag and drop lang din. Okay. Can simulate and render at the same time in Fusion. So since per workspace siya, you can only do it or use a workspace at once. So for example, in the render, so render lang siya. Then siguro after mong i-render, i-simulate mo. Okay, so ayan. So meron na tayong crossroads. Okay, so kung dry lake bed, pwede rin. And pwede rin kayo mag-attach ng custom environment. So for example, meron kayong ginawang environment sa Photoshop or sa any other editing software, pwede po. So click nyo lang tong attach custom environment, click nyo lang tong folder na to, then pupunta kayo or hanapin nyo sa inyong desktop yung file or yung photo na gagamitin nyo. So, since wala naman ako, so I'll click cancel na lang. Ayan. Okay. So, yun. So, close. So, kung gusto nyo siyang maging uh, mas realistic, pwede nyo tong i-click in canvas render. So, mapapansin nyo siya, ayan. So, pag nag-render kayo or nag-in canvas render kayo, wag nyo pong gagalawin yung inyong fusion. So, may option kayo dyan kung excellent, final, or infinite. So, sa akin, nakaselect lang siya ng excellent. Kung gusto nyo siyang maganda-ganda or hindi kayo satisfied sa excellent, pwede nyo i-click yung final and yung infinite. Okay? Yan. If you have questions, post it lang sa ating comment section. Okay? So, hindi ko muna gagalawin yung aking fusion. Antay ko lang muna siyang mag-render. Okay. So, guys, don't forget to sign the attendance form. So, pinost siya sa comment section. And please, team, post it again on the comment section. Ayan, hanggang kailan po pwede mag-submit ng output at paano po mag-submit? Thank you. So, yung lahat ng lahat ng nag-sign up sa ating attendance form tonight, so automatic makaka-receive kayo ng Fusion 360 files. So, pero may add lang tayo ng mga 2 or 3 file pa na gagawin nyo on your own. Okay? And then, later, after natin mag-render, i-instruct ko kayo kung paano tayo gagawa ng inyong sariling folder sa ating A360 drive. So, yung A360 um, yung sa A360, dun niyo ida-dump lahat ng inyong exercise files, okay? Nasaan po yung attendance form? Post mo nga yung attendance form. Hindi, yung isa nasa chat box. Chester, pa-up naman sa private chat yung attendance natin. Thank you. Ayan. Sadya po bang baliktad ang pag-zoom nito unlike po sa AutoCAD? It's same lang daw. Kasi I'm not an AutoCAD user eh. Ayan. Pinost na sa private chat. Pa-up na lang sa comment section.
Wala pa ako.
Ha? Nasa private chat po? Ayan. Sige. So, antay lang natin mag-excellent, no? Para makita natin yung ano. So, try nyo rin mag-render. Ayan. Tapos, kanina meron akong nabasa. So, guys, if ayaw, i-check nyo po yung i-check nyo po yung system requirements ni Fusion 360. Baka kasi ah, hindi magkatugma or mababa yung specs ng inyong computer kaya ayaw niya mag-download. Okay? Sige, wait lang po yung attendance. Ano pa yung tanong? Tas meron din akong nabasa, baka hindi kaya sa i3. Oh, parang hindi na siya pwede sa i3. Yes, hindi siya pwede sa i3, guys. Sorry. Yun, kanina mag-attach ng floor plan to Fusion, AutoCAD to Fusion, yes. Convert ng any CAD file kay Fusion, Autodesk man yan or other software, pwedeng-pwede. Okay. Ayan, so malapit na ang matapos ang aking render. Guys, if may questions pa, post lang. Naka i3 10 gen po ako, gumagana naman. Ayan, pwede pa pala siya sa i3, guys. Ayan. Sorry. Yeah, if may questions pa kayo, post nyo lang. Saan po makukuha yung link po para makapag-download? Ma'am, I mean, di po gumagana yung download link. Download link daw ng Fusion. Paki-paste. Sige po, ipipaste po natin. Di po gumagana ang download link ng nasa description. Sige po, we'll check po. Okay? i5 po sa akin, ayaw mag-download. Sige. Chester, pa-post naman yung system requirements ng Fusion 360, please. Nakapag-download. Ayan, so excellent na yung aking render. Ayan, so pwede nyo siyang pwede nyo tong i-move to final and infinite, no? Paano po malalaman if nakapag-sign up po ako at makakasali? Ayan, so lahat ng nag-sign up, yung tonight na registration form, automatic na makaka-receive kayo ng certificate of event participation. So, if you want to grab the certificate of course completion, you need to pass all the required outputs, no? So, isi-send namin sa email nyo yung mga exercise files. Okay? Ayan. Ano pa ba? Nakapag-download and install na po ako pero ayaw ma-open nung app. Ayan. Magke-create ng team po ba? No need na kasi 'di ba nag-create na kayo ng team nung first time na nag-launch yung inyong Fusion 360. So, ang gagawin na lang natin, so yung nag-register ay i-invite po namin kayo sa ating project folder. Ayan. So, nagulo na yung render ko. Kaya pag nagre-render kayo, huwag nyo siyang gagalawin. Ayan. So, eto, ang ating folder or project name is 2022 0 to 11 dash Learning Fusion 360. So, lahat po ng nag-register will be invited in this folder. No? I-invite po namin kayo. And then, dito, create kayo ng new folder. So, wag pong magkalat sa labas. So, eto, malito kasi nagkalat ako sa labas. So, ang gagawin nyo ay gagawa kayo ng new folder. Nakalagay yung full name nyo. For example, ako ay Nancy. Tapos, dash school name. So, ako ay Autodesk na lang. Autodesk Community. Yan. Tapos, hit enter. So, dito sa folder nyo, dyan nyo po isi-save ang inyong file. Okay? So, for example, ito, save as ko siya. Ayan. So, ipupunta ko siya yung location. Punta ko siya dito kay 2022. Hanapin nyo yung folder nyo. Huwag nyo pong sa labas ilalagay ha. Make sure na dito sa location, nandyan yung folder nyo. Ayan. So, ganyan dapat. Okay? So, for example, Learning Fusion 360, Kenneth Bonite, Biscas. Okay? So, and then click save. Okay? Para pag nag-check po tayo ng files nyo, nandyan siya lahat. Okay? Hindi po siya kalat-kalat. So, ilan pong activity ang gagawin? So, mga 5. So, dalawa na to yung ginawa natin. Tapos, meron pa sigurong 3 na gagawin nyo on your own. Okay? What else? May payment po ba na need para sa course completion? Wala po. Wala pong payment. So, pagka may nanghingi sa inyo ng payment, hindi po kami yon. Hindi po kami yon, ha? So, walang payment. Ayan. Wala pong payment na hinihingi kami. Okay? So, ang requirements lang natin, if you want a certificate of course completion, ay mapasa nyo yung output. So, ayan. Ilan pong output? So, 5. Okay, 5. So, yung saan po ipapasa dito po sa folder. So, mamaya or tomorrow, i-invite namin kayo dito kasi i-consolidate pa ng team yung inyong mga emails para ma-invite. And please make sure na yung ilalagay nyo na email is yung Fusion email nyo. Okay? Kung ano yung email, yung Autodesk account email nyo, ha? Yun yung ilalagay nyo. Okay? Ayan. So, iba po yung cert of participation sa cert of course completion. Yes po. So, yung mga nanood at hindi makakapagpasa ng output, automatic may certificate of event participation na kayo. Okay? So, sa makakapagpasa ng course completion, 2. Isa yung participation, isa yung course completion. Okay? Nakapag-download na po ako kaso naka-trial. Sa mga naka-trial, isa-send namin yung ways kung paano kayo makapag-avail ng 1 year ha, 1 year subscription. Ime-message na lang namin kayo. Kaya mahalaga po na nasa registration form kayo. Huwag mo na po i-excellent, baka maghang yung PC. Yeah. Ayan, naka-post sa comment section yung ating system requirements, 'no. Magha-hang po ba siya kung i3? May posibilidad. Especially kung heavy na yung mga projects niyo. Ito kasi guys, simple lang 'to. Part model lang siya. Paano kung nag-a-assembly na kayo na sobrang daming, ah, components, 'di ba? So ang system niyo is mas dapat mas heavy para kakayanin niya. About po sa deadline ng projects, may particular dates po ba? Ah, Hindi ko alam kung naka-sem break din kayo kasi may ibang school na naka-sem break, 'no? So, pero bibigyan namin kayo ng mga this weekend, bukas, tsaka linggo, then Monday yung submission, 'no? So, puwede niyo siyang gawin tomorrow or Sunday, then submit niyo na rin siya. Bale ang cut-off natin ay, Monday 'no, kasi magpe-prepare pa kayo para sa next week na training natin din, 'di ba? Okey. Any reference for more advanced exercises? We'll share po. Okay. First try. Hi, Sir Jomark. Ayan. Sige, we'll share din kung paano kayo makakakuha ng 1 year subscription, okay? How to join team po. So, kung yung team na 'to, Learning Fusion 360, so i-invite na lang kayo later or tomorrow ha, para makapasok kayo sa folder na 'to. Ang mahalaga matapos niyo kasi din muna yung mga yung mga output niyo. So, once na for example tapos na 'tong dalawa, then puwede niyo na lang siyang i-drag or i-copy dun sa folder na Learning Fusion 360. Okay. Mapapanood po ba replay di na sa YT? Yes, yung replay natin available sa ating, Facebook pages. Okey lang po ba makipag-collab kung di kaya ng PC yung rendering? Puwede naman kung meron kayong mabait na classmates na, 'di ba, magpapa-render sa inyo ng or magpapahiram sa inyo ng laptop, ng machines, 'di ba? Puwede naman. So, yung reference files natin, so since madami kayong sesendan, so possible mga till tomorrow. Teka lang. If ma-invite, automatic na po ba maa-access yung folder? Yes. So, 'pag na-invite na kayo, meron, iki-click niyo na lang yon. So, kasi 'di ba invite, so you can accept or decline. So, siyempre i-a-accept niyo para makapasok kayo. Okay. Ma'am, kailangan po pare-parehas na output yung ipapasa. Ifa-follow niyo yung siyempre yung 3D drawing, 'no? Siyempre tama, dapat fully constrained, fully dimension. Kasi guys, this training 'di ba is preparation natin para sa, CAD battle challenge natin. So, 'yun. So later i-explain or we'll invite you then sa details nun. Ano po ba? Ayan. Um, Ma'am, ifo-folder po ba yung 5 na na-accomplish na project tas i-rename yung folder as the name and school? Yes, bali yung 5 projects nyo is isang folder lang. Pangalan nyo lang po. Okay? Kaya po ba ang fusion? Yes. Basta check mo lang yung system requirements. Wala naman siya sa brand ng laptop, no? Or ng machines. Kailangan po ba naka-render yung ipapasa na activity? Yes. Hindi naman. Kahit i-apply, applyan nyo lang siya ng materials. Kahit hindi nyo na siya i-render. No? Kasi yung iba hindi kaya eh. Okay, so option nyo yon kung gusto nyo i-render or not. Okay, kasi parang yung iba hindi kaya eh. Pwede po ba ibang email gamitin sa Google Form ng learning? Maka-avail. Then hindi po yung kailangan ay naka-ano ka, naka-university email, no? And yung sinabi ko nga kagabi na kung ano yung name na nagre-reflect sa ID nyo or sa document na ipapasa nyo, yun din dapat ang magre-reflect dito, no? For example, ako kasi, ayan, Nelsie Ann, 'di ba? Nelsie Ann. So dapat eto rin. So hindi pwedeng like Nelsie Marceliana lang. Kailangan i-add ko yung Ann kasi yung Ann is nasa ID ko. Okay? So, ganun siya dapat. So, same dapat siya. Kasi, ide-decline yan kung hindi siya, kung may discrepancy. Okay? Ah, yes, we have a replay. Okay? Ah, if ma-expire po ba student scholarship, hindi na po ba pwede? As long as you're student, pwede siya. Okay? Ayun. So, kahit you're taking masters, basta estudyante, pwede. Okay, so I'll be adding engineer Jomark Bakiran. Hi, Sir Jomark.
Ayan. Good evening, everyone. So I hope we have been a blessing and you learned something new. So sharing to you the things that some of our Fusion 360 users are doing worldwide. So ayan, ito po yung mga, here are some of their works. These are all made uh, in Fusion 360. Ayan, so hoping this will inspire you and we look forward to see your works. Ayan, posted in our mechanical design and fabrication page. Ayan, we are hoping to see that. Okay, may mga tanong pa ba?
Yung trial, ay, ganun po ba kamahal yung bayad?
Walang bayad, Sir Anthony ha, walang bayad. So as long as you're a student, it's absolutely free. So it's not a trial. Ewan ko, pag when you say trial kasi, what the number that goes into my mind is 30 days. So as long as you're a student, so if you're 5 years, still a student, 4 years. Ayan. In addition, all who are registered, tama ba, Ms. Nelsie, tonight, lahat po ng present tonight, we will be forwarding an assembly course para sa inyo. So, I should be the one teaching the assembly. I have recorded an assembly course for everyone, exclusively para lang po sa lahat ng present tonight. So fill out that form. Ah, Eto po siya, assemble parts and components in Fusion 360. Yan po yung ibibigay natin para po so that you will also know how to kanina kasi 'di ba we learned about part modeling. So now you will be learning assembly din. Ayan. May tanong po, magagawa 3D model. Magagawa 3D model, pwede po ba sa 3D video editing? Absolutely po. Yung magagawang 3D model po ay ma-apply sa 3D video editing. Yes. Ah, alam niyo to? Ayan, sa Fusion kasi you can export that into OBJ. OBJ ang kalimitang ginagamit sa paggawa ng mga 3D movies. Sa mga movies, ayan, animated films, VFX. So yung OBJ na yan, 'pag alam niyo din yung ibang software, you can create 3D models and sell those models. And OBJ STL, it can be exported into STL as well. So if you have a 3D printer, simple as that. You can 3D print it right away. Ayan. So, yeah, yes, pwede. Blender and After Effects. Or, because we're talking about Autodesk, then why use the industry standard? Diba? 3ds Max or Autodesk 3ds Max, Autodesk Maya. Lahat po kayo may access nun. All students has access to those softwares then. Nasaan daw yung form? Anyways, we will contact you naman. We will message you din, no? So lahat ng pwede po pang paliparin yung eroplano. Pwedeng-pwede 'pag alam mo na rin yung simulation. Drones. Yes. I know a lot of enthusiasts using Fusion 360 to create their own drones. Ayan, not sure lang about welding, no? So, welding, I guess, 'pag welding ang usapan, I'll be using Autodesk Inventor. So, stay tuned for that. May form tayo, no? We are
Ayan, nawala si Sir Mark. Ayan. Okay, so let me invite you to join our groups, no? May nagtatanong kung yearly daw bang ginagawa yung etong workshop na to. Every year po ba mag-held nito? Actually, we have a series on mastering Fusion 360. It's available on our community, so just join and watch the previous sessions kasi I think it started last March or April. Yeah, you can watch the replay and up to the upcoming series. So that's Mastering Fusion 360. It's available in our community. So inviting you to join CAD Community Asia in Facebook and in LinkedIn. We also have Fusion 360 worldwide users in Facebook then and in LinkedIn. And to all ladies out there who are using Fusion 360, we have Fusion 360 lady worldwide users. So let me post it in the comment section. Okay. And of course, like and follow our Facebook pages so that you'll get notifications on our upcoming free CAD trainings. Okay? Okay. Sir Joe Mark?
Ayan, yung sa eroplano kanina, of course, kung kaya mong gumawa ng engine, you have the of course, pwede. So what I'm showing you right now are other capabilities of Fusion 360. Again, we will do all of these things, granted that yeah, it is organized. So in Fusion 360, we can also do ayan, thermal, electronics, structural, event simulation, plastic injections, shape optimization. So I hope you're seeing my screen. Ayan. Here are some of the capabilities of Fusion 360. And sa mga familiar dyan ng GrabCAD, tama ba? Ito pa rin ba siya? Parang nag-iba. So yung mga GrabCAD is an online library din for CAD model. So you can bring these items, may it be from SolidWorks, kayang basahin ni ano yan, ni Fusion 360. Okay. So I guess that's it. Yung additional courses for you to learn materials, for you to learn assembly, we will forward that tomorrow. And bringing in now Sir Adrian Makasakit.
Oh, hello. Yeah. So yun, ano ko lang, message ko lang is I hope na marami kayong natutunan no sa Fusion 360.
Wala
So
atang
looking at it,
audio.
okay na, naririnig.
Go ahead po.
Okay. So looking at it, no, so first time ko rin nakita tong Fusion 360. So nakita ko yung ano niya, powerful din siya, no? So compared to other software. So myself included, pag-aaralan ko rin siya. So likewise, pagpa-practicean ko rin and yung mga tinuro, malaking bagay. No? So it is important no, to learn the basics and foundations ng bawat CAD software. No, we cannot jump dun sa pagiging expert kung hindi natin matututunan yung basic. So ito yung pinaka-importanting message na gusto ko ibigay sa inyo. No? So learn the basics and master nyo siya. So and then from that, I believe no na matututunan nyo and magpo-progress kayo from intermediate all the way to expert level. No? So Fusion 360, this is an excellent software no? So para sa mga students rin and pati na rin sa akin. Again, thank you very much and looking forward to see you again sa next series natin of Learning CAD. Thank you. And thank you very much pala sa organizers. No? So, especially sa PSME Mechanical Design and Fabrication and PSME JPSME BISCAS. Thank you.
Ayan. So, thank you so much, Sir Adrian. So, ako, kapareho ko yan si Sir Adrian. Ewan ko the first, after, when I was in college, ano lang AutoCAD. And then, pagpasok ko sa corporate world, it's Creo. Ibang software yun, guys, Creo. And during that time, it is very sad that those mechanical design softwares are not taught in school. So you are all very lucky. And gaya nga ng sabi ni Sir Adrian, kanina tinuro ni Miss Nelsie the principles behind constraints. It applies to everything else. Mapaiba-ibang software pa yan. So when you have mastered those constraints, madali lang sa inyo mag-transition sa ibang software. Kaya binibigyan namin ng emphasis muna yung part modeling. Kasi pag gagawa ka ng assembly, pagsasamahin mo na lang naman yun eh, di ba? At saka simulation, it's reiteration lang naman of your part and assembly models. Your thoughts, Sir Adrian?
Ayun, so ako talagang ano ko yan, sa experience ko is yung ano, talagang inaaral ko muna talaga yung basics, no? Yung mga katulad ng sinabi mo, yung mga from sketches, yung mga constraints. Kasi that will ano eh, yung speed up no, yung mga sketches and then ano, maiiwasan yung mga paggalaw ng sketch, no? Kasi in actual sa industry, very important na hindi gumagalaw yung mga constraints, eh. Lalo na pagka parametric or uh, meron tayong mga na-modify na unwanted features, paminsan kasi nagkakaroon ng side effect. No? So very important na uh, sa simula pa lang, fully constrained na yung mga ano natin, yung mga sketches. No? So it will follow. So again, tulad ng sinabi ko, from the foundation all the way to the top, it's all connected. No? So yung tinuro ngayon is about constrained sketches and yan yung mga join or protrusion. No? Yan, those are the foundations and principles na kailangan talagang ma-master. Okay? Yun, sir. Thank
Ayan,
you.
thank you so much. Stay tuned lang po kayo sa Mechanical Design and Fabrication page and group to be updated sa ating upcoming CAD training. So this is just the beginning. We have tons of upcoming trainings that are planned and upcoming your way. Ayan. So once more, thank you everyone. Patience lang po ng onte, no? We are always here. You may message us in the page for your questions and follow-up. Patience lang po ng onte at medyo madami-dami yung re-releasean natin, Sir Adrian, ng certificate.
Oo nga, eh, no?
So, top. Yep. Yes, Miss Nelsie.
Okay.
I-add
Ayan,
ko na rin.
bali,
No?
sige Sir Aid.
Ayun, i-add ko na rin siguro yung ano. So, it is an advance invitation no, para sa lahat, no, sa lahat ng students. So, actually, this event is actually a prerequisite or parang ano eh, pampainit or para sa ating upcoming CAD battle and design conference for students. No? So, the aim of PSME Mechanical Design and Fabrication is to bridge no, yung academe and the industry practices para ano sa especially sa mechanical design and fabrication. And learning CAD, katulad ng nabanggit kanina, is the core, no? Core knowledge. So kaya matutot pag-aralan natin itong CAD and then meron tayong mga CAD competition upcoming on March 19 and 20. So yun muna yung details other than mga specifics later na namin i-announce. Thank you once again.
Okay. So guys, inviting you to like and follow our pages, our communities po kasi we'll be having another live stream training on how to claim your certificate of event participation and course completion. So we'll be doing it live na lang para you can ask din kasi kung like thousands kayo na i-message namin isa-isa, no? So medyo matagalan tayo na ma-receive nyo. So, kung Monday yung deadline natin for output, possible Tuesday night will be going live once more, uh, instructing you on how to create an account in Autodesk, evaluation site, and on how to claim your certificate of course completion and event participation. So, yun. So, mabilis nyo lang naman siya mare-receive. Kung Tuesday night tayo nag-live, Tuesday din mare-receive nyo na yung certificate. Wag lang ah, wag lang mag-spam kasi last year na ban kami for 30,000 na pumasok sa site.
Ayan, okay pala eh. So, meaning, Miss Nelsie, makakahabol pala yung iba sa team replay. Kasi kung i-release pa pala sa Tuesday, may chance pa pala makahabol yung iba. O, sige, sige, okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Okay, sige, thank you, no. So, right now, 2,000 plus yung respondents. So, please bear with us once more, no. Uh, you can message us sa ating Facebook pages. If you have questions sa inyong chapter orgs, you can coordinate with them, and your chapter representative or your chapter presidents will inform us naman. So, yon. So, thank you for joining us this evening, and we hope to see you next week. Yeah, next week, that's February 18 for another CAD series here in PSME Mechanical and Design Fabrication Facebook page. Thank you, everyone. Bye, Engineer Adrian and Engineer Jomart. Bye.
Ayan. Bye-bye. So once more, thank you po,
Bye.
MDF, ayan, Biscas, ASM Engineering, and to our friends in Fab Lab. Thank you so much.